We are one episode away from playing Champions League football with FC Tokyo. In today's episode though, we've got two tough league games, and if we win them both, then we probably have won the J1 league. Welcome to the video, folks, and we're at the schedule area at the moment. The last time he was with us was for the games against Osaka and Mashida. And since then, we've played a month's worth of games off camera, including a couple of cup games. And the one blot on our schedule is that we are out of the All Japan Cup fourth round, but we'll get there shortly. The first game we played after Mashida was against Iwata, a 3-1 win in that game. Sota Sato getting 2 goals, Prisbrick having a goal disallowed, Ishinagi coming off the suspension all as well to actually get a goal in the 89th minute. So pleased for him to have got that goal. We did have a little blotch there when we conceded. It was their only shot on target that they scored from. We see that happen very frequently, that teams score from their only shot on target or one of only 2 shots on target. But yeah, with the rest of it, I mean, they slightly had the better possession. We had the better XG. We had more shots on target, more shots at goal. We were the better team and deserved the win. Then against our nearest and dearest in the All Japan Cup third round, we played against Tokyo Verdy. And as you see, we had a pretty heavily rotated team. Seko coming in for, I believe that was his debut in that game, partnering Capellini in the centre of defence, actually being overshadowed by Capellini. But yeah, we had Kikuchi, who seems to be a bit of a regular left back again for us. He kind of lost his spot early in the season to the likes of Barada, but I do seem to be going with him more often nowadays. Matsunaga was on the right. We had Watanabe and Kawasaki in the centre of midfield. Kazuki and Yamamura out wide with Murayama and Ishinagi up top. Ishinagi scoring again. Yamamura getting a couple and an assist, man of the match. Ishinagi, by the way, like I say, he's could get to 4.5 stars, might only get to 3.5 stars, but he looks a really good striker for us. Only 18 years of age. He's got arrows going in the right direction, and he's had 8 appearances, scoring 3 goals this season. But only 2 of them are starts, both in the All Japan Cup. 2 starts, 2 goals, or in the cup competitions, I should say. So yeah, pleased for him to have got that goal. Then we played Shimizu. This was quite a tight game in terms of the scoreline anyway. Only a 1-0 win. Yamazaki getting the goal for us in this game. Again, we dominated. They only, again, 1 shot on target. We're getting very good at the moment at the opposition, just not getting many shots at goal. Dominated possession, dominated the XG, the shots, pass completion, all that sort of stuff. We should have won by more. Hosoya really didn't have a good game on a 6.4. And then we played Kobe in the All Japan Cup fourth round, and we went pretty strong in this game. I mean, I say pretty strong, it was actually full strength. Nozawa in goal, Kikuchi, Morimoto, Nakamura, Seko instead of Kawasaki, remember? Then Rui Perez, Lazuka, Prisbrick, Sato, Krastev, Hosoya. Like I say, we went full strength pretty much. And I wouldn't say we were necessarily outplayed. It was a very tight game, but they had 4 shots on target, scored 2 goals. We had 3 shots on target, couldn't score. Prisbrick has gone out injured. This is the biggest downside to the whole thing, really, is Prisbrick is out, and he's out for about 3 months. So we're going to really miss him. Hiroshima was up next, a 3-1 win in that game. Philip Krastev getting a goal along with Sota Sato and Hosoya from the penalty spot. Hosoya also having a goal disallowed as well, goal from open play. And they got a goal in the 33rd minute, but there's nothing after that. When it was 3-1 after 33 minutes, I really thought this was going to be a beast of a game, but it just kind of died a death. Again, Hiroshima, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Like I say, it's a running theme. Hosoya did have a few games where he didn't score, but he's broken that now. It's not turned into a big deal. But today we have Kobe at home. Bearing in mind we played him at home when we lost to him in the All Japan Cup. We then have Kyoto away from home. Kyoto 3rd in the league, remember. And then what won't be on camera is what we do off camera is Kobe again in the league, this time away from home. And then we've got Tokyo Verdy as well before Nagoya in both the League Cup games. Our European game will be just before the game against Kawasaki and just after the game against Urawa Reds. I did say in yesterday's episode that I'll probably do Kawasaki and a Champions League game. I might do the Urawa Reds because we've got this curse when it comes to them, and I really want to break that curse on camera, and I just think that will probably be the episode to do, and then we finish with the Champions League game afterwards. If we have a look at the competitions, they are in the preliminary qualifying stages now, and we enter the group stage on the 13th, which is only 8 days away. So I'm hoping that was the 13th of September, wasn't it? So it's not 8 days away, ignore that. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping by the time we finish playing Kyoto, which is in a week's time, that we might actually have a draw for the Champions League. But if not, then you'll find out in tomorrow's episode who we're playing. Right, that's enough of all of that. We do have a transfer to deal with. What's going on over here? Yamamoto. So yeah, we've got Yuki Yamamoto, used to play in their defensive midfield. He's barely played for us this season. He's out of contract at the end of the season. He's going to be going on loan to Melbourne Victory. We're not really getting anything for him, but they are going to pay some of his wages. So just thought we might as well let him go. And plus he wants to go on loan as well. This with Morimoto as well is really confusing me because my client is unsure about joining Osaka but could be persuaded during preliminary contract talks. What it has been saying up here is that he would prefer to join Nagata. And I really don't get why he wants to join Nagata when he's a first teamer for us. We're about to enter the Champions League. We're a dominant team in Japan. Why does he want to leave? Because it says might become unsettled if he's not able to talk to Nagata. At the moment, Nagata have not come in for him, but I mean, Osaka are offering two. These are the ones that are continually making an offer for us. They're coming in every 2 or 3 days with a bid for him, and now they're up to 2.6 million plus rising to 4.4 million eventually. And I mean, to be fair, it's well above his valuation. His valuation is 2 million. What's his name? Matsunagala, he's more than capable of taking his place. And if I look at Morimoto this season, let's compare him to last season. 3 goals, 10 assists from 34 games at 7.29. This season it's 21 appearances, 1 goal, 7 assists at 7.16. He's not been quite as good, but he's still a really good player for us. And like I say, the fact he's 21 years old, I don't really want to let him go. He's got so much potential and he's improving all the time. So I don't really want to let him go. So I will be rejecting all of them offers. There's 2 of them. Right, let's get to the Matchday Centre for the first game of today's episode against Kobe. Right, here we are at the Matchday Centre, and a pretty familiar looking team really. We do have a couple of injuries. Adrian Prisbrek, like I say, he's out injured for 2 to 3 months with a broken foot. Toya Nakamura, our centre-back, is out injured for up to 2 weeks as well with pulled ankle ligaments. Yamamoto's out, but he's on his way out of the club anyway on loan. So we have Nozawa in goal, Kikuchi left back, Morimoto right back, Yamazaki and Seko in the centre of our defence, Rui Perez and Azuka in the centre of midfield, Kazuki and Sato out wide with Krastev in behind Hosoya. So let's submit the team. Let's get into today's game. And before we get into the next game against Kyoto, I'll also show you the preview of our youth intake. I mean, I'll be quite honest, it's not looking particularly good, but I'll show you the preview. Anyway, so the first highlight of the game, Sato has the ball on our right-hand side, goes in field, but it's given away to Gilberto. He caused us problems in the last game, this Gilberto guy, so we need to really try and keep him quiet. And they're 1-0 up already. The referee's got his finger in his ear. Why are we struggling against Kobe? They seem to have our number. It's been given that Gilberto, like I said, he caused us problems in the previous episode, or in the previous game, so it weren't on an episode. But yeah, Kobe seem to have our number. They're straight through. Oh my word, he's gone over the bar. I don't see how we're going to win this game because they seem to have us locked down. Right, Krastev from the corner. Oh, and there's a goal from a corner. Yamazaki gets it. I was wondering because Nakamura has scored a couple of goals from corners for us. He seems to be the man we aim for at corners. And with him being out, I did wonder who we would aim for. Well, we got the answer to a question in the 8th minute of the game. It's Yamazaki is the man they're going to be aiming for. It's 1-1. We're back in it. We need to try and get control of this game. We need to keep Gilberto quiet as well. I might even go into the opposition instructions, which is something I very rarely do. In fact, I never do it. But I am understanding the importance of trying to keep Gilberto quiet. We have the ball, though, at the moment in this highlights with Lazuka to Rui Perez. He goes out to Kazuki, cuts inside, still Kazuki, still going, and Hosoya gets the goal. I think that's now his 18th goal of the season. I didn't see the little banner bit at the bottom of the screen, but I did get a notification come through. Right, hang on. We'll let the highlight play out. I did get a notification come through that he's on 17 goals for the season, and Jaja Silva has the record of 19. So he's basically 3 goals away from beating Jaja Silva's record. Right, let's go into the oppositions. I'm trying to remember how we get here, because like I said, I don't get here very often. We've got him as tight marking, and we've got him as going in hard. So, and showing him onto. So we have clearly got him as a danger man. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was set like that, because I didn't want him to just have the freedom of the city. But we played him at home last time, lost 2-0. Gilberto, like I say, ran the game in that one. And then we play him at home here. We go 1-0 down, but we are 2-1 up now. So things are going well for us at the moment. Here's Krastev with what a backheel to Hosoya. What a goal from the team. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry, but that is disgusting. Can we go back a little bit? Look at that. You see there, he's backheeling it. Let's play this. Can we... I don't usually use the highlights. Oh, no. Go back. Go back 10 seconds. There you go. Right, how do we press play? Hello? So if you go forward, let's just bring this forward. And here's Krastev now. I can't seem to get a highlight to play, unless I just click that button there. But here he is, coming down, wait for the back heel, stops. Look at that for a pass to Hosoya. Let's just see that in. Like I said, I don't usually use this. I'll usually watch highlights afterwards. But can we play it? Yeah, there you go. Krastev, back heel, Hosoya turns, goal. That is beautiful. I love that. And now we're back live. What a goal. And this is what I was saying. Some of the goals we score are just amazing. And I just needed to highlight that one because that just showed Krastev as his absolute best. Right, we have a corner. Kikuchi will take it. He's going to aim for Yamazaki, I presume. No, he didn't. But there's Yamazaki to Sato, and it's over the bar. We're looking, dare I say it, pretty comfortable now after what was a auspicious start. We go in 3-1 up at half time. We turned it around pretty much instantly. Let's take charge of this match. I'm still getting over that Krastev back heel for Hosoya to score. That's his second goal of the game, which means he's going to be on 19 goals for the season and level with the record holder Jaja Silva. I mean, I like Jaja Silva, but it looks like we're trying to expunge his name from our record books. Right, here we go with another highlight. Nozawa goes short to Seko, gives it to Morimoto, who is on 1 yellow card away from suspension. Krastev to Yamazaki. If Morimoto's not already picked up a yellow card, which I don't believe he has, it might be worth taking him off at some point because we want him for the game against Kyoto. Right, Sato into Morimoto. He gives it to Kikuchi, to Kazuki, back to Kikuchi. Kazuki, Hosoya gets his hat-trick. The referee's got his finger in his ear. We've already got 3. He won't allow a fourth, so this will be disallowed, I'd imagine. I'd love Hosoya to get his hat-trick. I don't think he's had a hat-trick. There you go, it's disallowed. You see that quite often where you'll have 3 goals and you score a fourth and then it's always disallowed. Doesn't mean you can't then go on and score a fourth, but oh, that's not good. Don't know what Nozawa was doing. He dives as though the ball's going to go to his near post. Right, I'm wanting to make a substitution, but the highlights are not stopping. Seko to Rui Perez to Yamazaki. He gives it to Kikuchi, to Rui Perez, to Kazuki, to Rui Perez. Oh, that was a bit of a poor play. Rui Perez does seem to give the ball away quite often these days. Here's Krastev. Kazuki done well to bring that down. Gets the ball into the box. Oh, Sawyer thought he had his hat-trick, and now they can counter-attack. Right, can we stop the game for a substitution, please? Right, we're going to take Morimoto off for Matsunaga. Yeah, I think they're giving Nozawa the blame for the first goal as well. Right, Rui Perez is going to come off for Kawasaki. Yeah, I have noticed this season that Rui Perez giving the ball away a lot more than what I noticed it last season, which is a bit of a concern, but overall he's still a phenomenal midfielder for us. Pulling the strings, we always get the ball to him. Here's Matsunaga down the right-hand side. He's still going. Gives it to Saito. Oh, I feel we need a fourth goal to wrap this up. Krastev will go short on the corner to Kikuchi. And nothing. Okay. I mean, what was the point of even showing the start of the corner? Yamazaki cutting out the danger there. Kazuki now goes back to Yamazaki, back to Nozawa. Can we just get rid of the ball, please? Like, please, can we get... I don't like this. Yamazaki to Kikuchi to Kazuki. Cuts in field. And then he undersells Lazuka. Oh, our passing's not great. And they're going to equalise. Oh. Can you do us a favour, please, ref? I mean, you disallowed our fourth goal, so can you disallow their third, please? No, of course you're not. I mean, why would you disallow a goal for them? You're only going to disallow them for us. I'm so fed up of VAR in this game. I really am. I hate VAR ordinarily anyway. Right, Barada's going to come on, for Seko. Seko's looking nervous, so we bring Barada on, swap them two over. I don't really want to bring Hosoya off because he's playing well, but I think we're going to bring Yamamura on for Saito, because Saito doesn't seem to be having much of an impact. In fact, he should have actually scored a goal. 3-3, we still can't beat Cope. I mean, we've got one more chance in the league to beat them, but 5 minutes of stoppage time to be played, and we've got to the end of it. It's 3-3, which is really disappointing when we've gone 3-1 up to then concede 2 goals afterwards. I think at the moment we're in a position where the Urawa Reds and Kobe seem to have our number. Now, bearing in mind, the only game we've lost this season, we go to the competitions, the only game we've lost this season was against Kyoto, and they're up next. So this could be a bit of a disappointing episode. Hosoya, by the way, is top goal scorer in the league with 19 goals. Sota Saito is joint second with 13. Krastev is second for the highest average rating. Nozawa has the most clean sheets, and Sota Saito has the joint second most man of the match awards. So we are getting good nameage on here. But in terms of the league, as it stands at the moment, we are 17 points clear of Kyoto. Did they play? Yeah, they beat Tosu in the last game, who are down here. So, right, let's move on to the next game against Kyoto and see if we can pick up a win. Okay, so before we get into the next game against Kyoto, this is the preview of our youth intake. Below average intake, the best is a D for strikers. So really, really don't get your hopes up for anything coming through here. What I do want to show you is transfers as well, because we have got some transfer news. If you have a look at transfer history, there's nothing more coming in other than Ayumu Seko that came in for $2.5 million from Nagata, which you knew about anyway. But we have sent some players out on loan, basically. We've got Mori has gone to Oita for 4.1k loan fee. The rest of them, Otsuka, Lino, Hiroki Sato and Yokoyama, they've all gone out on loan for no fees, but they're young players with a bit of potential that it's just nice to get some game time in them, really. 17 years old for Otsuka. For Lino, he's 17 years old as well. Sato is also 17 years old, and Yokohama is also 17 years old. So, yeah, 4 17-year-olds have gone out on loan. There is also the potential that Yuki Yamamoto is off to Melbourne Victory, still waiting for his work permit to be resolved. The transfer window closes in like 4 or 5 days. It's on Friday, so that will need to hurry up and go through. Kai Hotta is one of our younger players, 20 years old. He's only got 1.5 to 2.5 star potential. His contract runs out this at the end of this season. We've had an offer of £32,500 rising to £205,000 from Kawasaki. We've just accepted it. Might as well get 32,000 for him. Something is better than nothing. We've had an offer for Yamamura. We've rejected Kai Morimoto. We continue to reject offers for him as well. We do still have 11 million in the transfer budget and £83,000 in the wage budget. So if we do decide we want to buy somebody, then the options are still there, of course. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with Ayumu Seko centre-back being our only signing for the rest of this season. Then what I also want to show you as well is I think prolific is the word that's being used. So Mao Hosoya, most overall goals by a player in a season is Jaja Silva of 22. Hosoya is now on 20. And most league goals by a player in a season, Hosoya is on 19. The record is 19. So one more goal in the league from Hosoya and he overtakes Jaja Silva, and 3 more goals in all competitions. Bear in mind, we've got the Champions League to come as well. Then he will be the record holder for the most overall goals by a player in a season. So it looks like he's going to be breaking those records, which I kind of feel validates spending £4.4 million on him from Kashiwa. 19 goals, 4 assists from 26 appearances. That's 23 goal contributions. Yes, you could look at the fact that 8 of them goals are from penalties. But like I said before, it's all well and good being given a penalty, but you've got to actually score it. Right, let's get into the team news for today's game. There is one change. Kikuchi is left out. Matsunaga comes in. So it's Nozawa in goal. Matsunaga left back. Morimoto right back. Yamazaki and Seko in the middle. Rui Perez and Azuka in the midfield. Kazuki and Sato out wide. And Krastev in behind Hosoya. Let's get into the game. The only team to have beaten us in the league this season is Kyoto. Are they going to do the double over us, or are we going to go to their ground and actually pick up a win? What I will show you as well is if you look at Cope, just here, I'll just pause the game so we can look at this. They've only actually played 26 games this season. They've got 3 games in hand over everybody bar us above them, which in theory would put them on 59 points if they win all 3 of them games. So you could actually say that the team we've just drawn with in the league and got knocked out of the All Japan Cup effectively could be second in the table. You know, certainly 6th is certainly a false position for them, bearing in mind the games that they've played. So they are a lot better than what perhaps I've given them credit for. Not saying you guys have underestimated them at all, but I certainly think I have done. Right, here we are. Morimoto to Kazuki. What a goal from Kazuki. 6th goal of the season. He's on the wrong side of the pitch. He's meant to be on the left. But I'll take that. I don't mind him being over on the right if he's going to score for us. What a great start. 6th minute of the match. The first shot on target. And we've actually done to other teams what they do to us. Still a long way to go, of course. I mean, Kyoto... Oh, here's Hosoya. He's kind of through, but he's left it a bit too late. Here's Morimoto. Gives it to Matsunaga, to Kazuki. We still have the ball. Rui Perez. Oh, and it's just tipped round the post by the goalkeeper. Rui Perez coming close to getting on the score sheet there. Right, Matsunaga will take the corner. Whips it in. Yamazaki gives it back to him. Sato to Yamazaki. Seko. Oh, that was almost a perfect ball for Kazuki there. A ball playing centre back in Seko. Krastev with the corner from the left hand side. Again, whips it in, but they clear their lines. I mean, we're not deadly from corners, but at least we are getting the occasional goal from them. Still doesn't feel like we score a great deal of goals from corners, but... Right, here's Krastev with a free kick. Oh, it's in. Matsunaga, we've brought him in. 6th goal of the season. We've brought him in on the left-hand side in place of Kikuchi for today's game. And instantly showing us what a good decision that was. And we've had both fullbacks involved in goal in both of their goals today. Right, next highlight. The ball is with Kyoto. I was just about to say it'd be nice if we don't concede a goal before half time. Here's Sato. Finds Matsunaga. Kazuki. Oh, lovely. Matsunaga actually prefers to be a left back rather than a right back. We primarily use him as a right back. But maybe this is the position for him. He's now on an 8.1 for goal and an assist. And the only team that's beaten us this season, we now lead 3-0 at half time. That is as close to a perfect first half as you can get. They've not even had a shot on target, Kyoto. We have been vastly superior to them. Here's Kazuki now. Oh, Kazuki's got a taste of goal. It's gone out for a corner. I think it might take a deflection off a defender rather than the keeper saving it. But here's Matsunaga with the corner. And it's gone out for another one. So we're certainly getting plenty of chances to score from corners. Matsunaga on the right-hand side. Puts it in. Comes out to Sato. To Kazuki. Krastev. Matsunaga. I thought Kazuki was going to absolutely leather it the way he started to line that up. He's certainly got a taste for goal after getting our first one today. Right, here's Rui Perez. Lizuka to Yamazaki. He gives it to Lizuka. Good ball for Sato to run onto. Sato, can he get the ball in? Well, he might go on his way. No, he's giving it to Rui Perez. Kazuki. Oh, and Kazuki with his 8th of the season. Rui Perez with the assist. It's 4-0 after 51 minutes. And this is starting to look a bit like easy streak now. Kazuki, actually, that was his hat-trick. I forgot he got that goal there. And I think what we will do is we'll make substitutions. I'm going to bring Morimoto off because he is a yellow card away from suspension. We bring Nakano on. Lizuka's got a yellow card, so I think we bring Kawasaki on for him. And I'm going to go and take Sato. I've not been too impressed with Sato in recent games. So, whereas Yamamura has actually done reasonably well. I think what we'll do is we'll leave it another few minutes and I might bring Ishinagi on as well for the final 20. And Kyoto scored just, I'll say, Hisashi Apaya Tawain. What a name. Tawaya. What a name that is. Right, if they score again here, I'm going to start to get worried. Because we've gone 4-0 up. I've made 3 substitutions and now Kyoto are having their best spell of the game. Right, here's Yamazaki to Matsunaga. Stop panicking, Damo. Krastev. What can he do from there? He gets the ball into the box towards Yamamura. I said how good Yamamura's been lately, and he's proven it. It's 5-1. Yamamura with the goal. I didn't actually look at how many goals he's got this season, but like I say, he seems to be doing pretty well. So Ishinagi can come on. Kind of feel a bit bad bringing him on because I don't think we're going to score any more goals now. But I'd love for him to get a goal. Because I actually think Ishinagi has got a lot of potential for this team. And right, we're going to make a final substitution. And I think what I'm going to do is bring Barada on for Perez. Move him into there. Move him up to there. Swap them two over. And we've kind of managed to make that work. So there you go. I love the flexibility of this team as well. You can just play so many different players in so many different positions. One of the things that Yamamura is impacted by is he can't play on the left or in the middle. He's either the right-hand side or a striker. Here's Kawasaki to Matsunaga. Can he get the ball into the box? Still with Matsunaga to Yamamura. Gets the ball in towards Kazuki. Oh, my word. Kazuki is having a blinder of a game. And Yamamura, with the assist. What an impact he's had since coming on. He's come on a goal and an assist to get a 7.9. Kazuki with 4 goals. He was on 5 goals going into today's game. He's now on 9. What a performance against Kyoto, who were 3rd in the league going into this game. And we've just demolished them at their own ground, 6-1. And there's a look at the table. We are now 19 points clear at the top of the J1 league. To put it into perspective, there's 9 games left to go, which means Yokohama can get 27 points, which would take them on to 83. So we are effectively 3 wins away from winning the league. So let's go and have a look at the schedule. And we'll do all of that. We'll praise Kazuki. Absolutely, we'll praise Kazuki. Getting 4 goals in that game. Hotter is going to be sold for 53,000 be added to our transfer budget. If we have a look at the schedule then, we've got Kobe up next away from home in the league. That will be tough. Then we've got Tokyo Verdy. Then we play Sapporo, Urawa Reds and Kawasaki. So we have got some really tough games coming up. So we'll be back tomorrow for the last episode of the week, which will probably be Urawa Reds and one of the whoever we're playing in the Champions League. By then, we would have played 1, 2, 3 league games. So in theory, we may have already won the league by that point. But I think it's safe to say we've won the league anyway. We're out of the All Japan Cup. We've still got the League Cup. We've got the quarterfinal against Nagoya to come. So there's still that to win. I mean, there is potentially a treble, although it won't be considered a treble because the Champions League finishes next season. But what an episode. Drawing our first game, but absolutely smashing third place Kyoto, who are the only teams who have beaten us this season, as I keep saying. Right, thank you very much for watching, folks. Please join me tomorrow for our first venture into the Champions League. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.